I am single, yet I have many little sweethearts. The happiest thing for me every day when I come home is holding them while watching TV. These are stray cats I've taken in. Even though I'm single and often don't have enough to eat, I've never mistreated any of the kittens. Even in such cold winters, I always leave a window open just so every stray cat can find their way home. This made my already struggling situation even harder. With no other choice, I had to take the talented kittens to perform shows, but the meager income still wasn't enough to make ends meet. However, even bigger challenges came one after another. One day after work, I found that several people had broken into my home. They told me to find another place because the area was undergoing engineering renovations. My house was facing demolition, but this was the only place I could call my own in this city. At that moment, I felt somewhat lost, but the always sensible Calico Cat softly comforted me, as if telling me not to be sad. Yet, to make matters worse, I lost my only job shoveling snow. Actually, it was the developers intentionally using their connections to pressure me to move out faster. They promised me a nice small house. I could have it as long as I signed. I looked around and made a choice. I intentionally let the white cat slip away, then used finding it as an excuse to sneak off, because I knew that if I moved to the new house, all my kittens wouldn't be able to climb through such high windows. But now, without a job, I had to take the kittens to perform at busy stations. Even worse, my last means of making a living was restricted. Finally, I made a heartbreaking decision. I went to the cat market to find a new home for the black cat. At that moment, my heart was tangled. I couldn't bear to part with the black cat, and I was also afraid it might not have a good life. But I really had no other choice. Surely any home would be better than starving and freezing with me. Watching the black cat being taken away, I stepped onto the bus home with a heavy heart. But unexpectedly, just as the bus was about to depart, the black cat climbed onto the cargo rack at the back. For the first time, I felt guilty in my heart. I had indirectly become a deceiver. At that moment, I felt both joy and sorrow. Unbeknownst to me, danger was approaching. Two uninvited guests barged in. They firmly insisted I sign and move out, threatening to throw the kittens out the window if I refused. This made me, usually gentle and law-abiding, completely snap. Despite the physical disadvantage, I lunged at them, but my frail body was no match for them. I was injured and fell to the ground. Just then, the kittens became unusually agitated. They had long seen me as their closest family and began to attack. Soon, the commotion alerted the police. The perpetrators were taken away, but I was also carried away on a stretcher. With no one left to care for them, the kittens had no choice but to become strays once again.